Hello, it's Andrew from Lighthouse Fitness here. Now, welcome to the first episode of the Gym podcast. With this podcast, I want to run you through what we're doing as we build up to opening the gym and also keep you updated once we're in there, what we're doing, how we're progressing, what we're offering, and what is coming up. So this is episode 1. Now, as you can see, I'm sitting in my mobile office in the van. I don't have access to the gym yet. I can get in, I can see what's going on, but if I get in the way, there could be delays to opening, and I do not want you to have to wait any longer than you have to before we get the gym open. So right now you get the really beautiful surroundings of my van. It's peaceful though. I can get this done without getting interrupted. So why am I moving to opening a gym? I've been doing online coaching, I've been doing CrossFit coaching, I have been doing personal training, small classes for a long time now, for over 10 years. But ever since I left the army, I've always wanted something tangible, something that I can walk into, something I can feel, something that is mine. And it's something I've been working towards ever since. I have worked with some phenomenal gym owners over the years. Notably, as it happens, wearing this 902 Athletics t-shirt, Joel Holland from 902 Athletics, a phenomenal owner, and he's inspired me really to get this done. I can see how well you can run a location, I see how well you can run a gym, and I see how well you can work with people, and he's been the epitome of a gym owner that I would like to emulate. Obviously, I am me, I'm not Joel, so what I offer is going to be different. And that's what is going to make it unique. People ultimately do not go to a gym purely for the location. They go for the community. They go for the coaches. So that is where we start. So I started it up, like I say, because I want to have something where I can be, something that is mine. And now mine has progressed over the years as well to become ours. When I first had the goals and the dreams, the hopes of opening my own location, whatever it was I was going to be doing, it was just me. I had just left the military. I was going through a few tough times, but made it out of there. But I didn't have a family aside from mum and dad and my brother. And to be honest, I didn't really want to be opening something with them. They did not have the same, and they do not have the same goals and drives as I do. And it would just be, I think, a little bit odd opening something with your parents. Meeting Kirsty following my time in the army was life-changing in a great way. It led me to heading over to Canada when we were pregnant with Ali. And when Ali was born, got into coaching out there and was introduced through a friend of ours, a military friend of Kirsty's, into CrossFit. He had an internship. This is Pat Horseman over at CrossFit Ironstone in Halifax. Another very successful CrossFit gym and functional training gym. So Pat gifted me a level 1 course, which opened my eyes to the CrossFit methodology. Prior to that, to be honest, I had no interest, none whatsoever, in doing CrossFit. It just didn't do anything for me. I didn't really understand it. I thought it's a bit odd. People are using the gym as a sport. It didn't make sense. Then as I went to level 1 course, I realized what they actually did. I realized how much emphasis a good coach can put on technique and how much a good coach can really transform people's lives. And that's why I do this. That's why I want to do what I do. So from there, that drove me towards finding the local CrossFit gym in my area, which was 902 Athletics under Joel Holland. And over my couple of years working there, we went into COVID while I was working there as well, and just watching the way this was dealt with, watching how the people that we had coached day in, day out rallied behind the community, rallied behind the business, and it kept moving. We were doing online classes, we were doing Zoom classes, we just kept people going as much as we could all the way through, and it highlighted the strength of the community and the strength of ownership as well, because as soon as the COVID restrictions lifted, 902 Athletics kept growing, and that such a rarity, such good ownership, such good drive there. So again, I was further inspired at that stage. We are obviously not in Canada anymore, we're down in Guernsey. I've lived here on and off my whole life, and this made sense to come back here, especially as Alexander was reaching school age. We wanted him to go to a school that we loved and that we had a lot of faith in. So Ali's going to school here. I started coaching down here at a local gym, got to meet an amazing community of people. My time just came to an end in CrossFit Castaway. It was just, for a number of reasons, it was time for me to step away, to move. And I really needed to take that jump to start my own thing. It was bloody terrifying, to be honest. I took that jump just as our second son, Davey, was born. I'm not sure whether it was the best timing, but is there ever a great timing to do something like this? So at that stage, I took the leap. I truly thought that in that April I'd have a gym ready to go. I was naive. I was incredibly naive. I thought this bare bones box that I'd found was going to be suitable to get started up. And thankfully, a good friend of mine who knows these things pulled me aside, essentially told me if I signed that lease, he was going to slap me or more, because I would have been on the hook for a small fortune in getting the air conditioning in, getting the air exchange in, and doing a lot of work with the unit prior to it being ready to use. This is why we've had the delay. Luckily, I was working alongside Watts and also alongside the landlord of the unit. Came to an agreement that the air conditioning would be put in, the decorating would be done, the electricity would be put in prior to me taking on the lease, which is why we're waiting now until that work is done. I think their work should be done end of October, leaving us a couple of weeks to get in, so mid-November, hopefully for a soft opening and to get you guys in and going. So my dream is coming to fruition now, which is both unbelievably exciting and unbelievably scary at the same time. I think all the best things are. Of course, the excitement is going to be showing you what I can offer and putting my family's face forward as the place to go for great coaching, for support, for community, to help build you from pain to performance, whether you're going through an injury, whether it's a chronic pain you're dealing with, but also to lead you into some of the highest levels of fitness that you thought were possible for you, getting up to levels of performance that you maybe didn't think you'd ever get to or ever get back to, and to get you to a level of enjoyment in the gym that should be there in everything you do. That is my goal. So my mission, the company's mission, is to get 10% of the Guernsey population, so give or take 7,000 people, fitter and stronger and mentally more resilient than they have ever been. This is going to be over a long period of time. We're going to be here, we've got a 12-year lease, so we're just going to break it down year by year. But that is my mission, to get 10% of this population fitter, stronger, healthier and more resilient for longer. And this is going to come in a number of different ways. We have CrossFit. I've signed the affiliation here, so, well, I say I've signed the affiliation, I'm at the early stages of it, deposits down, working through the all of the hoops that we've got to go through and all of the information that I can get from CrossFit to make this as easy as possible. As I say, I love what CrossFit offers, but CrossFit is only as good as the coach, and it's only as good as the support and the community. Now, I am a little bit worried about this with the amount of time I'm going to be spending on this initially. I'm going to be doing the initial coaching. I've worked with so many people over the years. I've worked with hundreds upon hundreds of people coaching, and I have my own style of coaching. It involves getting you ready for the workout. Yes, people complain, they moan about my warm-ups being long, but they keep coming back. And my warm-ups are long to help prevent injury. So we get the good warm-ups, we work through the technique. My drive is to teach you how to move, to correct any imbalances, to drive you forward to a higher intensity with safety. If you do not have the safety element, you will get injured. And it's not my way of coaching to allow that to happen. Yes, accidents do happen. I can never stop all accidents. But I want you moving with good, solid technique. And that's going to be slightly different for every single person, hence why my class sizes are not going to be crazy big. But I want to make sure I can coach you. And anyone that comes in as a coach is going to need to have that attention to, just lost my words there, that attention to detail. Every single coach will need that attention to detail when they come in. And also the personality. They need to be welcoming. You need to walk in the gym, feel like this is your home. You want to feel like this is where you feel comfortable. You want to be in there thinking, I'm in the right place here. I can come in here, I can spend my time, I can be happy, and I'm comfortable enough to lay everything on the line here to train hard and to get fitter without worrying what people are thinking. Let's be honest, 99% of the time, no one really worries about what you're doing. They'll be there to support you. They're not there to mock, berate, or make you feel bad about what you're doing. Especially in a good community gym. We are all there to help you, to drive you forwards. So I'd say CrossFit with good technique. I'm going to keep nailing that technique. You're probably going to be upset with how much I nail this technique all the way through, but it is essential. You need to have good, strong technique. On top of that, there'll be accessory work. We're going to work on the smaller muscles, the balancing muscles, to get you stable, get you strong. I'm not just going to be forging forward in that straight down the line plane of motion. We're going to be moving side to side. We are going to be doing more plyometric work. We're going to be doing more lateral movements. We're going to be moving the way your body's designed to move. This is going to keep you stronger, more resilient, and more durable as you get older. Now that's going to lead me on to the next level classes, the P2P boot camp. You've probably seen Pain to Performance in most of what I do. This is what that boot camp's all about. It is less technical. It is all about movement. We'll be using kettlebells, we'll be using sandbags, we will be using rings, TRXs, stuff like that, and bands. This class will challenge you. It's the sort of thing we've been doing outside all summer. It will challenge you, but technically you can get away with a lot more because it's less intense on the technicalities. You're not going to pick up a barbell and snatching it, for instance, or clean and jerking it. That's where CrossFit comes in. These classes can either be your entry level if you want to build into CrossFit, or if you have zero interest in CrossFit, which I know some people do, it is not for everyone. I don't care what some places say that CrossFit is for everyone, it is not. Some people don't like it, and that's completely fine. You don't need to like CrossFit. There are many more ways to train. This is where the P2P bootcamp comes in. You can stay within this bootcamp, you can train hard, you can get very, very fit doing this. It's just excuse me, it's just a different modality. Same coaching levels, you're going to get the same attention to detail from the coach, but just a different modality. So the P2P bootcamp. This P2P is going to include the mum and baby side. It's going to include the lunchtime classes as well. So that membership will include all of that. So they are the basic methodologies. Included in that, because I know how much people have enjoyed the outdoor classes, when I can bring somebody in to help cover the gym, I'll be getting outdoors. I'll be taking you training outside. We'll get onto the beaches again, we'll get into the woods, onto the cliffs. We will keep that going as long as we can with the weather. Of course, we've got the inside then when the weather goes bad. So we will continue outdoor training as and when we can, and I will continue the mini retreats. They are so much fun, so much value to be had. Certainly for me, I love doing them. It's great. You see a different level of person over the full day, and they build a huge feeling of community within the attendees. So they will come, and maybe, you never know, in time get some overseas retreats going, maybe partner up with some other CrossFit gyms, other functional fitness gyms, jump over there, do some functional work over a week, a weekend, and then make a bigger community throughout Europe, throughout the world. So there is the methodology even of the gym. You can tell it's been a long night. Eldest boy back at school after a couple of days, not sleeping very well. Youngest one, he's 15 months, or 14 months, sorry. And he's 14 months. That should be enough for any parent to understand why we're not getting a lot of sleep. Right, so obviously now the gym is not ready, not yet. But what should you expect when you walk in? As you walk in the door, and there are images of this, we can keep building on these as we go forward. You'll walk through, you'll see on the right-hand side, as long as we keep the plans there, there's going to be a little play area for the kids. This is going to be Lighthouse themed, it's going to be outdoor themed. My incredibly talented wife has got a mural set up. So we'll have the kids' play area going down the wall, and on the back of that we're going to have the mural. The kids' play area is going to be on AstroTurf with a shock pad underneath, so it's nice and soft for the kids when they go down the slide, when they do what kids do. Kids fall, it happens. And next to that we'll have a little seating area so the parents can sit there, or if you're waiting for class you can sit there as well. That's going to be right next to the other door. We're going to have a fire door at the back there, which we can use for running. On the other side, as you go in, turn left, will be a reception area, obviously which one I'm going to be, or any of the staff are going to be, and you'll be able to get drinks, you'll be able to get snacks there, you'll be able to do your memberships, all that stuff at the reception. And alongside of that is going to be a lower level area. We might have a couple of mirrors up there for any stretching, any fine technique work. And following on, going around the corner from that, you'll have open space. We'll have a nice big open space, and next to that we're looking to get initially a six bay rig from Black Box Fitness in Northern Ireland with high pull-up bars, lower pull-up bars. We're going to get high rings and high ropes coming off that as well. This is going to be the initial side. Of course, accompanying that, we'll have the barbells, we'll have kettlebells, sandbags, all the bumper plates, rowers and ski ergs to begin with. Put a lot of thought into what to get in initially, and the rowers and ski ergs are my go-to straight away. As we progress, as membership rises, yes, we will be increasing what we have. But right now, I want to get open and get this flourishing with what we have, and just get you training. We need to get training. So it can be very functional. The big open area at the entrance as you come in is vital for the classes we're going to run. We don't want stuff in the way all over the place. So you need space to move, you need space to move. And then, like I say, the rig's going to be next to it. We'll have the racks on there. Behind the rig at the far wall is going to be another AstroTurf with a shock pad. That is going to be for the sled pulls, sled pushers, and on the wall behind it, I need to get into this one and figure all of this out. Maybe have some more pull-up bars, some more ropes coming down off that wall. We've got a lot of height to use, so it'd be great to make the most of it. So all functional, lots of space, and it needs to be somewhere that as a coach you can easily get around everybody. So that is what to expect when you come in. We're not going to have a ton of machines and stuff in there. Like I say, we'll have the Concept 2 skis and rowers. That is going to be enough, all we need initially. As we progress, I'm looking to get a yoke rack, so a squat rack, which also can be converted into a strongman yoke. And we've got a great community here doing strongman. I'd love to embrace that and get people somewhere to train. So if we're looking to add that in there as well. Now, as I mentioned, we've got the kids side. We've got the kids play area. As we get in ready to open, I'm looking to do my CrossFit Kids course. Need to find some spare time actually for that. Get my CrossFit Kids course done and offer that up for varying ages, going all the way up to CrossFit Youth before they go into the full CrossFit class. Obviously, time is of the essence here. I need to make sure there is time for all these classes and that I have time to sleep. So as we go in, I'm going to be pushing to get some other coaches in. I've got my eyes on a few people already. I've been chatting to a few people, and we'll see how it progresses. For me, the priority is a good person I can build into a good coach, rather than a very highly qualified coach who is not a good fit for the gym. This is a family gym. It needs to be a good person who is also a good coach. I find personally, you can train a good person to pretty much anything. It's very hard to untrain bad habits. It's very hard to untrain bad communication in that side of things. So I want to find people with the traits, like the good traits, and then build them into good coaches. Right, so we've got the initial layout. We've got that. Now, memberships. For any of you who've done CrossFit before, this memberships aren't going to be surprising. Looking at a maximum membership right now of $125 a month for everything. Bear in mind, this is an air-conditioned unit. This is going to be fully coach-led all the way through. We will have memberships for peak times 12, peak times 8, going down to off-peak unlimited, all the way through 12 and 8 for off-peak, and even have a little bit of an open gym membership. It's not going to be huge. We don't have a big space, but I'll speak to you on a case-by-case basis for the open gym. So I know a few of you have your programming going well now. Some of the competitive CrossFitters don't necessarily want to do the classes, which I understand. It's a much more heavy-duty and intense training load you have. So looking to get the open gym side there. I will be encouraging all the open gymmers though to have open gym plus a couple of classes just to get involved with the community a little bit. In the next few days, this week certainly, payment processor or not, I'm having a lot of dramas with the payment processor right now. They say it's getting ready, it's not quite there yet. I will have the early bird membership deals up. These will be for annual and 6-month upfront early bird memberships. There'll be a big discount. You're going to be getting a couple of months worth of free months worth even of discount on that. Plus, I'll be putting together a goodie bag for you. These are, as I say, for your early bird book in the next few weeks to month memberships. Reason I'm putting these in is cash flow. To run a successful business, we need cash flow, and I would love to be able to offer you something for supporting me in that way, hence why it's such a big discount for the early bird annual and 6-month memberships. So keep your eye on the website, keep your eye on social media for the updates on that, and I'll make sure they all come up soon, and obviously you have a way to pay me for it, which is clearly quite important, otherwise there will be no membership. Now, once you remember what do you expect on signing in, signing up, getting going, I'm going to be working with Zen Planner. I used this for the couple of years I worked in Canada, and it was such a good user-friendly setup. Zen Planner also owns SugarWOD, so getting those two together will keep all of your data in the same place. Now you can sign up check in for classes using the phone app. I can check you in for classes. Any other staff will check you into classes using the staff app. You can do all your memberships, all your purchasing through that as well. Also, we can do it at the desk. Waivers, etc., will all come through automatically. So we're trying to keep it as simple as possible, all in one great system. Obviously, throughout all of this, I want feedback. I want people to tell me how it's going. I want people to let me know what's good, what's bad, what's working, what's not working. Otherwise, how do I grow? How do I know what you need? How do I know what you want? So please keep me up to date and let me know what your goals are. Let me know what's happening. I'm looking to have, like I say, a soft launch mid-November, hopefully, really hopefully. And then before Christmas, we'll have an opening party, Christmas party, whatever you want to look at it as. By then we should be running beautifully, ready to go for this New Year rush to get things cracking, and ready to have your new gym up and going. It's super exciting. If you see me around about, you'll probably see me pretty tired, maybe in another world, because I'm always thinking about how to get this thing set up. But give me a shake, give me a wave. I am still me. I'm just a little bit preoccupied. And also come along, do some of the outdoor classes. The weather's still good. It's a bit cloudy today, but it's still warm. We'll be running these certainly through all of September and into October, as long as we can with the weather and the light. So yeah, come along. There's another retreat at the end of September on the 30th. So if you fancy coming and joining us for the full day or a half a day, have a look on the website, on social media. You'll see all the information there. Come and play. We've got loads of cool stuff going on. And if you are interested in signing up for the gym, right now, go onto the website, go on to the gym page, And there's information down there on the memberships. There's information on the packages, and there is a box there to register interest. Pop your details in there. I'll put you in the mailing list, and you'll have early bird access to everything. Looking forward to seeing more of you in the gym soon. Take care.